Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, waiting upon Yahweh Shai to come and deliver us from this wicked kingdom. All right? Peace, salutations, and blessings. All right? Shabbat Shalom, like I said. And now this lesson will be pertaining to how it's sometimes we have to control the words that come out of our mouths to the best of our ability. Before the word comes out, you should as it says, think about it. Before you utter something. Because the tongue is an unruly evil. Okay, so Lord willing, this will be edifying. So it says here, starting off with Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So again, life and death are in the power of the tongue. You can say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and that will lead you unto death. Okay, the same way as you speak the words of life. If you're speaking the words of life and you live in according to the words of life, that will bring you unto life everlasting, because that is pleasing unto the Lord. All right. So if you're speaking about the prophecies, pushing forth the word, doing what is expected of you as a servant of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, that will lead you unto life. Okay. But again, that goes into wisdom, knowing when to speak, knowing when to be quiet. Okay. That all goes into wisdom. But again, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Okay. And again, the graveyards are the best example, because a lot of people that are dead, that are buried, most of these people is just because they didn't know when to shut up, basically. Okay, a lot of people died not having a big mouth. Okay, the graveyard is full of people who didn't know how to stay quiet in certain moments. They didn't know how to have wisdom. And I have the perfect example in 1 King 2 and 13. And it says here, and Adonijah, the son of Haggite, came unto Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, and she said, comest thou peaceably? And he said, peaceably. He said, moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, say on. And he said, thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and all Israel set their face on me, that I should reign. Howbeit the kingdom is turned about, and is become my brother's, for it was his from the Lord. Okay, so now he's already pulling up mischievous. He's already pulling up in some kind of weird way. The way he pulled up, so the kingdom was mine. Everyone wanted me to have the kingdom, you know. So let's see what happens. Okay, so he's not coming up the proper way, man. Okay, and again, Solomon, if you read before, Solomon was justified in putting him to death, but he showed mercy, and now he comes back. He's gonna ask something even worse. Okay, he's gonna come back with that pride instead of being humbled, and just staying quiet, instead of finding a corner and just stay there. So at least he stay alive. Look at what this fool does. Okay, and it says here, and now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, say on. And he said, speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay, that he give me Abishag the Shumite to wife. So that's the wife, that's the woman that was brought unto David to warm him up. And then she was a very fair, beautiful woman. Because at that time David wasn't getting warm. He wasn't getting no heat. So they went and said, "You'll fetch the finest gal you see in the kingdom, and bring her that she may be brought to the king." Okay, and it says here, and Bathsheba said, "Well, I will speak for thee unto the king." So again, this guy is asking for the wife, that woman that laid with David, his father, unto Solomon. Okay, and Bathsheba went therefore went Salakia. Bathsheba therefore went into the king Solomon to speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her, and bowed himself unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused a seat to be set for the king's mother, and she sat at the right hand. Then she said, I desire one small petition for thee, I pray thee, say not nay. And the king said unto her, ask on, my mother, for I will not say unto thee nay. And she said, Let Abishag the Shushemite be given unto Adonijah thy brother to wife. And the king Solomon answered and said unto him, unto his mother, and why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? As for him the kingdom also. What? I'm not gonna give him that woman to wife. It's as if you're asking for the kingdom also, man. What else do you want to ask for? What's that madness? For he is mine elder brother, even for him, and for Abiathar the priest, and for Joab the son of Juriah. The king Solomon sware by the Lord, saying, the Most High do so to me, and more also, if Adonijah have not spoken this word against his own life. Again, if Adonijah did not speak, he would have been good. Okay, but now he kindled the anger of King Solomon. Now therefore, as the Lord liveth, which had established me and set me on the throne of David my father, and who made me an house, as he promised, Adonijah shall be put to death this day. And King Solomon said by the hand of Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and he fell upon him that he died. So again, he swore unto the Lord, he said, yo, if I don't kill this guy, man, if he did not ask for that madness, if he didn't ask for that woman to be his wife, he would have stayed alive, man. So again, the grave is filled with people who did not keep quiet, who did not know how to keep quiet. Okay, he did not speak until in the proper season. Okay, so again, the power of life and death is in the tongue. So like life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay, so you can say something that will lead you unto death, like you can speak the words of Yahweh Shem Shai that will lead you into life. Okay, it's two different paths. Okay, so it says here in Sirach 28:17, the stroke of the whip make it marked in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bones. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. So are many people that die because of the way they speak. There's more people that die by the tongue than people that die by the sword, man. Okay? Well is he that is defended through the venom thereof, because it's a venom, it kills you, man. Who had not drawn yet the yoke thereof, nor had been bound in her bands. Verse 25, and weight thy words in a balance, and make a door and bar for thy mouth. So again, meaning when you say something, think about it, process it in your mind before you even speak it. Right? And that's what we have to do ultimately, examining ourselves and making sure that we speak things in season, the right wisdom in season, that we, stop yourself from speaking folly. Some things are not meant to be said, man. Some things, it might be funny. Okay, it might be funny if I say this, but it's not expedient. So again, you're supposed to bar the doors of your mouth, and make, says, wait and weight thy words in a balance. Like, is it lawful? Is it righteous what I'm about to say? And make a door and bar thy mouth. So again, like, block it, man. Block thy mouth and only let out righteousness, man, to the best of your ability. Of course, you're gonna joke around. Of course, you're in the flesh, but to the best of your ability, try to limit your words. It says to weight thy words in a balance. So again, you don't speak too much, man. It says here in Sirach 32:7, speak, young man, if there be needs of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. So again, don't say too much. Okay? Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Okay, that's something that I myself have to learn, not to talk too much, but to go straight to the point. Even Paul said that I'd rather use 5 words with understanding and with power than to use 1,000. Go straight to the point, man. Keep it short and sweet. Keep it straight, man. Okay. So again, comprehending much in few words, and be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. So it's not really. It's not a. You have to examine the times. It's not every reaction. Not every action needs a reaction. Not every situation needs for you to open your mouth and to speak. It says here, if thou be among great men, make not thou thyself equal to them, and when ancient men are in place, use not many words. So again, in the fact of keeping it short, keeping it because at the end of the day, ancient men, they have the wisdom, they have the knowledge, they have the experience, and you're supposed to stay quiet and learn from them, as it says. You have one mouth, but you have 2 ears, so you're supposed to listen more than you talk. At the end of the day, Okay. It says here, and again, if you the less you talk, that gives you less opportunity to sin, because there's people that slip with their mouth. You might say something you didn't really mean it, and again, you didn't process it rightly in your mind, but it came out. You didn't mean it. Whatever you slipped with your mouth, you know. But the less you talk, the less chances it gives you to go off. Okay. So it says here in James 3:5, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasted great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that defileth the whole body, and set on fire the course of nature, and it is set on the fire of hell. Okay? Verse 8, James 3:8. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. So again, the best thing that you could do to control yourself is to keep it short and sweet. Don't talk too much. Okay. Yeah, as I read in the precept before, it says using few words, comprehending much. So like let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Okay, you don't want to talk too much. Be as someone that knows but holdeth his tongue. Okay, you don't have to. Oh, yeah, I know this. Oh, I know that. I know this. Oh, da, da, da. You break it down. No, man. Sometimes you don't need to talk, man. If you know, you know. That's it. Okay. What is known doesn't have to be explained. It says here in Sirach 14:1, blessed is the man that had not slipped with his mouth, and is not pricked with the multitude of sins. Okay, so again, by speaking less, it gives you less opportunities to go off. Okay. It doesn't mean to always be quiet, always being fearful of even saying something. It tells you, it is better to hide your folly than to hide your wisdom. Okay, so when it's time, and when you perceive that it's time for you to speak and to let out wisdom, you do it. Okay, but don't just open your mouth to pour out folly. Okay. So it says here, blessed is the man that had not slipped with his mouth, and is not pricked with the multitude of sins. Blessed is he whose conscience had not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord. Okay. So again, keep it short and sweet, man. Okay. And again, that goes into wisdom. Okay, knowing how to use your words and when to talk. That all comes with learning and the application of wisdom. Okay. It says here in real quick. It says here in Colossians 4:2, continue in prayer and watching in the same with thanksgiving, withal praying also for us, that the Most High would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mysteries of Hamashiach, for whom I am also bound. So again, you pray for the Lord to have wisdom and understanding, and then you pray unto him to give you the mouth to properly push out the word, to properly give to properly be able to preach. Okay, to speak the mysteries of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to do it properly, rightly divining the words. You ask for the Lord to give you that knowledge and understanding, that you may be able to transmit the message. Okay, from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, because that's what ultimately the Lord is using us to do. He's using us as His mouthpiece. Okay, He's using us as His mouth. So you pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you use the proper words to edify the flock. And again, that all comes with experience. Okay, the more you're in the truth, the more you read, the more you edify yourself. Okay, the sharper you are in this truth, the better you can transmit the message. Okay, of this gospel. Okay, that ye may, verse 4, Colossians 4:4, that I may make it manifest as I ought to speak, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Okay, so again, that comes with that wisdom of knowing how to answer every man. Okay, you don't have, as it says, Paul said it himself, to those that are learned, I will be learned. To those that are unwise, I'll be unwise, so that I may gain the more. Okay, so he put himself in whoever's shoes, so that he may gain them, so that he may come to the faith. And that's ultimately what we have to do, man. And that again comes with wisdom, knowing how to answer every man. Okay, so again, it says here in Romans 10:8. as it says pertaining to how life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay, it says here, but what said it? The word is nigh thee, even in thy mouth. Okay, the words of life is in your mouth if you truly believe and if you have the proper doctrine. Okay, because there's only one doctrine that leads unto life. Okay, and in thy heart, that is the word of faith which we preach, that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Yahushai, and shalt believe in thy heart that Yahushai, that the Most High had raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. So again, you have to confess it. Okay, you have to speak that into the existence. Yeah, I truly believe that Yahushai was raised up from the dead, that he is Hamashiach, and he will come back and deliver his people. Okay, you have to. This is the confession, that's being pushed forth. Meaning that I believe, because you're not gonna say it if you don't believe. Okay. So again, it says here, for with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So you believe in your mind. So again, everything starts in the mind. You believe in your mind, in your la'ab, in your heart. You believe in your mind, and you speak it into existence. You speak it unto salvation. I believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, and then that's a stamp that says, okay, he truly believes. Okay, but again, you have to have the works the works and the faith, because the faith without works is dead, just as the body without the spirit is dead. Okay, so it says here, for the scripture said, whoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed. So again, the faith is in your mind, as if like I said, faith without works. So you believe in your mind and you speak it. You speaking, that's the works. The confession being made unto salvation, that is the work. Okay, it says here in Luke 12:8. Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of the Most High. But he that denieth me before man shall be denied before the angels of the Most High. Okay, so as I read before, life and death is in the power life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay, you either can speak life into existence, or you can speak your own death into existence. You can deny Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you can confess that he is. Okay, and depending on what choice you make, you will either be resurrected in the time of resurrection. You'll obtain salvation, or you'll be destroyed and left behind with the heathens and be destroyed on this side. Okay, so it says here in 2nd Ezra 2:42, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number. They all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered me and said, These be they which have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now are they crowned and receive palms. And they said, and then said I unto him, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, Yahushai, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Okay, so again, that all starts with us knowing the name. Okay, to even starting to be in the truth, you have to believe and acknowledge that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, those are the names of the Father and the Son. Okay, and again, you're standing by stiffly for those names. Okay, because at the end of the day, that's how you're gonna obtain those crowns. If you remain firm, if you endure until the end for those names, for this gospel, for this doctrine. Okay, that's how you're gonna obtain that crown at the end of the day, man. Yahushua said, "What? Hold fast what that has," meaning this understanding, this knowledge, this doctrine, this truth. Okay, hold it fast until I return, and I will give you a crown of life. Okay, as it says in Revelation 2:10, I believe, thou shalt be thrown in jail. You shall be thrown in prison for have tribulation 10 days. But if you endure, I will give you a crown of life. Okay. But again, those are the ones that have put off the mortal and have put on immortality. And it all started with them standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and not bowing down to this wicked system, and even not loving their own life unto death. Okay. So again, because at the end of the day, at the time of Jacob's trouble, in the time of when the hour of temptation it comes to pass, you can either say, I'll take the if you say I'll take the chip, give me the chip so I can live. That's you seeking after death. Like I keep bringing out as in the beginning of the lesson, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So by you saying that, you're calling death upon yourself. But for you to say I'd rather die than to bow down to the system and to take that MOTB, okay, you're calling life upon yourself. You're making a choice. At that point, you're making the choice. You're saying that I'd rather side with Yahweh Shemi Al for I know that He can bring me back. Okay, it is nothing for me. It is nothing for me to lose my life on this side because at least then I have hope for salvation. I have hope for resurrection. The Lord will bring me back. Okay. It says here in 1 Peter 1 and 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Okay, because like I said, it all starts in the mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is brought upon you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, the grace meaning that because at the end of the day, faith is the hope of things not seen. Because right now, Yahushua is not being seen. Yahushua is not seen. Yahushua is with us in spirit. Okay, but when He pierces the cloud, our faith is not going to be faith anymore. It's going to be seen. It's going to be facts. Okay, when Yahushua is here, this is going to be facts, man. Okay, when the so-called black man pulls up from a chariot, these people are going to know that the people that were out there in the highways and byways, they were not nut jobs. They were not bug outs. Okay, we weren't bug outs. We were telling you the truth according to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And when that happens, man, then they shall acknowledge that there was a prophet among them. Okay, so it says here, as obedient children, not fashion yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance, but as He which had called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversations, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy, meaning be ye separate. Our conversation is in heaven. We're supposed to be talking about the prophecies, the downfall of this wicked kingdom, the salvation for the hopeful, the salvation for the elect, those that are predestined to obtain that mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're supposed to call that we're supposed to speak that into existence. All right, those are the things that we are to do. Okay, it says here in 2 Peter 3 and 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So not only in your speech, but also in your conduct, the way you maneuver yourself in this wicked society. Okay? Looking for and hastening the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the element melt with fervent heat, pertaining to the nuclear fire. Okay, the nuclear missiles that are going to destroy this place, man. Babylon the Great. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for a new heaven and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay? Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such thing, be diligent that ye may be found of Him in peace, without spot and blameless. And that starts with your speech. Okay? Because again, like I said, there are a lot of people that sin just off the words that they speak. Okay? Life and death is in the power of the mouth. Okay? The power of the tongue. Okay? It says here in 2 Corinthians 11 and 6, but though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. So again, you got some people that get offended at the gospel itself by the way we preach. Oh, these guys is using curse words, but well, yo, we might be rude in speech, and again, cursing is praying unto Yahweh Hashem Yashai to send evil upon someone. That's a curse. Okay, not using not swear words, not using vulgar language. Vulgar language and cursing is two different things. You wish death upon your enemy. That's a curse. Okay, you say fuck. You say shit. That's not cursing. That's just vulgar language. Okay, and do I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. So again, you can't attack the doctrine. Okay, some people get offended by the way we speak, but again, the doctrine is 100. The doctrine itself is pure. Okay, don't be mad at the way we present it. Okay, just take it as it is. Okay, just take it as it is, because at the end of the day, we're giving you a warning. Okay, if I push you out of the way, if there's a truck and I push you out of the way, you're not gonna be mad if I pushed you roughly. Okay, you're just gonna be happy that I pushed you out of the way, man. Okay, and ultimately that's what we're doing, man. It doesn't matter how if we come aggressive or if we come with fervency, if we come fervent pertaining to this word, it's because we care. First off, because we love our people. We don't want them to be destroyed, but according to prophecy, it is going to happen. Because at the end of the day, we're only there for the elect. Okay, the elect are gonna take heed. But at the end of the day, we're pushing for the urgency of telling our people to repent unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay, and to forsake this world because it's gonna be destroyed, okay. So it says here, uh, Sirach 9:15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and let thy communication in the law of the Most High. So again, your mindset, to the best of your ability, when you're around the brothers, when you're watching videos, when you're, posting comments, your mindset should be on higher things. Your conversation should be in heaven. Let your talk be with the wise. Okay, even when you're in the world, man, I'm not really talking to these people in the world because there's nothing to talk about. All right, I'm not gonna talk about the NBA today. The conversation can go so far, man. Okay, so I'd rather be with people that are in the right mindset, that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Can two walk together unless they agree? The people that are in the world do not agree with the people that are walking in the spirit. Okay, they're two separate. Okay, darkness. What fellowship had light with darkness? These people are in darkness, and those that walk after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they're in the light. Okay, so again, let thy talk be with the wise, and thy communication in the law of the Most High. Okay, because at the end of the day, conversations with the people that are in the world is ultimately going to lead you into vexation. Okay, because we're playing the role of just Lot in this wicked society, and just Lot was vexed day to day with the filthy conversation of the wicked. At the end of the day, man, it's gonna bring you, it's gonna weigh on your spirit to be around these people, man. If you're really in the right mindset, because you can't be around foolishness all day, man. Okay, that's why when you finish work, man, you just want to go home and do a video. That's why when you're around these people, man, you don't want to talk to them. You rather just read, Whenever you get the time, whenever you get the chance, you pull out your phone, you go on the Bible app, you read a few precepts just to wash yourself from all the filthiness of the world, man. You know. So again, it says here, Matthew 12:35. A good man out of the treasure of his heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the treasure of his evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So again, idle word meaning word without labor. You're not even thinking about what you're saying. Okay, you're just blotting out foolishness. Okay, it is better to hide your folly than to hide your wisdom. Okay, even a fool is considered wise when he holds his peace. Okay, so every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So how much more these people that are in the world that are not walking in the fear of the Lord, man? Just the fear of the Lord should be able to stop you from saying things, man. But the things that the people in the world they say, man, is crazy, man. The blasphemous things that they say, man. Okay, it's mad, man. It's crazy, man. They have no fear, man. Okay, not knowing that every word that they say will they have to give account for, man. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So again, just to bring it out one last time, just the way I started, I'm gonna end it just the way I started. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Okay, so either you can speak righteousness and life, okay, or you can speak death and you can speak death and wickedness, and that's what you're gonna get. All right. So at the end of the day, man, let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Do your best to keep it short, man, short and simple. And it's something me myself I have to learn. I have to keep practicing. To the point where it's just trying to become a better teacher each and every day, each and every lesson. All right. So again, that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing forth the word, waiting upon Yahushai to come and deliver us from this wicked kingdom. All right. DT Ababa Kwame Ashala. Until next lesson, Shabbat Shalom. Until next lesson, Shalom.